Hi, welcome to Ray at the Movies, and this is part of this movie, The Sea Serpent, is part of my 31 Days of Halloween. This movie came out in Spain, April 26, 1985, has not had a DVD release. I know it had a VHS release, but after that it hasn't. It's a very obscure movie. The only reason I know about this movie is I saw it on USA Up All Night, or just saw it on TV in general. I will go over the cast. The cast is Timothy Bottoms from The Paper Chase, What Waits Below, and I'm going to watch that because that sounds like it might be an interesting movie. Invaders from Mars and Uncle Sam. We have Taryn Power, Maria, The Count of Monte Carlo, Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, and Eaton, Jared Martin, Men of the Dragon, The Fantastic Journey, Quiet Cool, The War of the Worlds. Now, Fantastic Journey, I forgot to say, is a TV series that he was in, and War of the Worlds was a TV series he was in for 2 seasons. Then we have Ray Milland, Frogs, Gold, Escape from Witch Mountain, Survival Run, written and directed by Armando de Acero. He is responsible for the Blind Dead series of films, Demon Witch Child, Fangs of the Living Dead, When the Screaming Stops. He also wrote the same movies. Okay, this is what the synopsis is. A nuclear detonation in the Atlantic reanimates a prehistoric sea monster. The creature terrorizes the Spanish coastline, attacking swimmers, boats, and lighthouses without mercy. A sea captain whose ship was sunk by the monster and an American tourist whose best friend was killed by the beast team up to stop the monster along with the help of a respected oceanographer, Ray Milland. Okay, this movie is also known as Hydra and Hydra Monster of the Deep. What can I say about this movie? It is, I don't know, first of all, I don't know if this movie was a direct-to-video movie or if this movie was in theaters or not. I've heard of the Blind Dead series that this director has done. Let me try to say his name again. Armando de Acero. I haven't seen any of his other movies besides this. And what's weird about this movie is they show the creature right away. Right after the plane drops the missile and detonates in the water and reanimates the creature, you see it in the beginning of the movie. And you see it throughout. And the creature doesn't look that great. The movie is an okay movie. It's pretty decent. I give it 3 stars because this is a so bad it's good type film. It's a guilty pleasure type film to watch. I was entertained by it because it's awful. The dialogue that is not very good. The cast members are great. There is dubbing involved with some of the actors. Now I don't know if Taryn Power was dubbed or not, or if that was her actual voice or not. But it's a fun movie. It's not really that, like I said, the story structure is not good. You have a captain whose boat was sunk and he's disgraced. He's blamed for this, the sinking of the ship, was saying that he was drunk. And then and then you have the tourist whose friend died. And a lot of the dialogue is not very good. There's characters that are introduced that disappear, don't even help move the plot along. The monster's okay looking. It's kind of ridiculous how it looks, and they show close-ups. This is a movie you can watch with your kids because it's not very graphic or violent or bloody. Especially when, what the weirdest thing is, you'll see a close-up of the creature with a person in the mouth, and they're just like screaming and everything as they're in the mouth, and they slowly slide down and disappear. So there's no limbs being chomped or anything, so it's safe for your kiddos to watch. And like I said, it's an okay movie. The cast is great. Timothy Bottoms I know from Invaders from Mars and other movies that he's done. And the other actor, who's the guy who believes he's responsible for, blames him for the sinking of the ship. He's a good actor. He's done TV shows too that I've seen him in. War of the Worlds is basically what I know him from. As soon as I saw him, I'm like, oh wow, he was in this movie. I would never have known. It's an okay movie. It's a fun movie. You can, the The only way to watch this is on YouTube. And the quality is okay. The night scenes are where you're going to struggle to see. But to tell you the truth, I think that's how it was filmed anyways. You could barely see the creature in the night scenes. And then in the day scenes, you can see him. When you show the close-up of the creature, it looks ridiculous. And I'm not dogging them. I'm not trying to dog the movie. It's just the special effects aren't that good. And it's probably no fault of the director or the writer or anybody else who's involved. It's just there's a low-budget movie. And you can only do so much with the creature effects. And I don't know if they're showing the creature a lot because they were happy with the way he looked, or because they spent so much money on the creature that they wanted to get as much scenes with him as possible. Because normally you don't see the creature right away, so this was kind of a shock for me when you see the creature. And like I said, when he's munching away, he's just having the people are just in there flanging their hands around, screaming, and then they slowly slide down as if they're being digested whole, not even chomped up, whole. And whenever you see a scene with miniatures, doesn't always look like they're miniatures. A perfect example, John Carpenter's The Thing. There's miniatures in some of the shots that were filmed. You can't even tell which is a miniature and which is not. Here, it's obvious when it's a miniature. Like there's a scene when the creature's chasing a boat, you can tell the boat's a miniature. There's a scene with a train, and you can tell the train's a miniature. And other than that, it's a fun movie. It's a guilty pleasure type movie that's fun. This is so bad, it's good. This is a movie that you watch with friends. And, you know, so like I said, the only way to watch this right now is on YouTube. I kind of want to see it released on Blu-ray, just so I can see the movie, because maybe they can make it brighter a little bit, because the creature's silly looking, but it's a fun movie. It's not and then the end, of course, is what gets me, is the way the movie ends. You're kind of like, what? They build this movie up the way they're gonna, through the whole movie they build it up a certain way, and then you have the end happen and you're kind of like, really? I will say that the actor Ray Milland, this was his last movie. Now this was his last movie finished. He did have another movie come out after this one, and it's sad that this was his last movie that he finished, because it's not a very good film, but it's a fun movie to watch. It's a guilty pleasure. That's why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. So that will do it for this segment of Ray at the Movies, 31 Days of Halloween. I'm hoping this one's a hit, because I'm gonna do it again. But like I said in the last video, I'm gonna be filming. I filmed a lot of the movies in my videos in April and June, July, and some of August, and also whenever William's out of school. Then that way it'll make it easier for me to do the videos. So with that, I'm out of here. You have a good one, and like I said, you can check this out on YouTube. I will put the link to the video in the description, so if you want to check it out, you can. It is a very rare movie that, unless you saw it on TV or knew about it beforehand, you're not going to know this movie exists. I forgot this movie existed, and when I watched it, I was like, oh wow, this is kind of a fun movie. It's a forgettable movie, by the way, because I forgot. My memory of it was a little different than when I watched it. So with that, I'm out of here. You have a good one. All right, bye.